One way to actually use what is seen to be exactly terrible or shitty to go through, no matter how, really, honestly, truthfully, from what I perceive it to be, anything, no matter how drastic it may feel in adversity, you can actually have an excitement for. And it kind of sounds surprising, I suppose, but it's just true because of the way momentum works or energy works. Like you could, the act of getting excited about something like that, even though I know it's very difficult, if you do it in the right way, it can use, let's just say, all of the energy and stress and in hardship, right? All of the negative effects of that are, like many things, only as bad as what you do with it. And so if you can harness that entire process and actually just use that momentum of what you find to be suffering or difficult, you use that to not stop it in its tracks or run in a certain direction necessarily, but to actually just use the momentum of that situation and turning it into something from it is useful, rather than to play right into what the effects of that could be negatively. You don't want to absorb that into yourself without creating what you want out of it, right? So that's what's exciting about it. It's like anything that comes at you, it's always an opportunity to use that to your advantage. And that's how it would work on a, more understandable level of energy or whatever. Just by using that very same field of energy, right? Like all of it, like just you kind of get what I'm saying? I don't know the right I'm not probably great at explaining it on a I suppose scientific, vibrational frequency level, but I'm doing my best to give you that, because that's what it is at the end of the day, whatever we experience, right? And what I'm trying to say is, though, in the simplest way, something coming at you, let's just say a person even, like, or in Judo, I took Judo for a few years, and they teach you how to use the momentum of someone way bigger than you and actually use it to your advantage as a tiny person. And how you can do that is by imagine somebody coming at you possibly with a knife and they're going to stab you, right? Like, instead of running away and maybe tripping, and then you end up getting stabbed, or instead of charging them and thinking you can overpower them, you end up getting stabbed that way. So what you would do is the path of really just least resistance, like water, right? Like allowing them to maybe come at you, but you're not stopping them and you're not running, but you're kind of like moving with them in a way, using their momentum to your advantage. So then once they get to a point where you're close enough to put your hands on them, you would grab one part of their sleeve and obviously this, and at the right moment you transmute that energy of momentum and actually put it in the direction you want, right? So then it would be, you flip them, and like in Judo they teach you, right? And now something that was coming at you that looks horrible and like you are fucked, actually you used in your advantage to overcome the situation. That is the simplest way I could put it, if that makes sense. Like, and this goes for every other aspect of your life, right? Like, owning those things is hard, but it's always an option, and it's really just based off of the way you look at the world, that how effective it will be. And that's what's exciting about it. It's like all of those things can absolutely be seen as an opportunity for exactly what's next for you, you know, instead of anything else. Because look at anybody that struggles with adversity. I mean, it makes sense that you would, but they're just seeing it as like, oh, because of everything I know, what I've been through, and what I see others go through, apparently I'm fucked right now. It's understandably so you have that mindset, but it's a choice, again, like most things. And from my own experience, like, the reason why I found this to be real and true is because when I go through those things, I'm like oddly confident, and I just don't accept the things that everyone tells me they had experienced, or like they think is gonna happen. Like, oh dude, you're fucked right now, and there's no way, like, how you really think you're gonna like be good? It's like, what else am I gonna do, first of all? And second of all, why not? It totally makes sense. So for me, it's just been like a natural thing over time that I wanted to do, to just not feel like shit, and not be stagnant, and not be run over by things, but actually like active in using it to my advantage. Just active, like learning as I go. Like, fuck it, all right, let's take a leap, let's use this to my advantage. And it's a real thing that helps, if you want it to. So, and I highly recommend trying to understand what I mean when I say this, because it could absolutely be something that will help you every day of your life, or every aspect that may cause normally turmoil. You can be excited about in some fashions once you've healed enough to be able to think clearly, hopefully. And I hope you get what I mean, and I hope that helps. I'll talk to you guys later. You're allowed to choose each moment, one moment at a time, presently, what you want to feel, what you want to see it as, instead of anything telling you how to feel. Good luck.